Hello. Hi, Hadner. Hello, Enrique. How's it going? Second. Technically, here before the notification. Very nice. Impressive. Well, the song list is open. If there's anything you guys want to hear. I hate being sick, but I love being sick. That kind of sick, I suppose. Bonjour. Bonjour. How's work for you, Biddy? Hi, Elle. Hi, Moby. Welcome in, everybody. Got a meeting in 20 minutes, though. That's okay. Hopefully it's a quick one. Or a very entertaining one. We like entertaining meetings. Hola. Hello, Fletch. And Fraggles, welcome in. Lenny. Ross. What's up? So we are breaking the Studio Ghibli streak because this is the last time that we can watch a movie before Christmas. So you guys know we gotta fit in my favorite Christmas movie we're gonna watch while you were sleeping on Discord. Probably around 5:15-ish. So that is in about 3 hours. Just so you guys know. I'm sure you're beautiful. That's why they call it beauty sleep. Because you sleep so beautifully, Fletch. Biddy, will you be joining us? Because it's a good one. Oh, 25. I think I'll be able to join. Okay. Hi, Gundy. Everyone's going live at once. Oh, crazy. And I'm totally ready to make it my whole new personality. I love that. I love that for you. We're going to watch While You Were Sleeping on the Discord later. So if you get to the roll channel in the Discord, you can hit the little popcorn button and it'll let you know when we're going to start. Wow, but he's already making moves. He's like, let me see them glasses. First day of my winter break. Very nice. Very nice. Well, if we want to watch a movie, we got to sing first. So let me know what you guys want to hear. Very nice. Starting off strong. I think. Hold on a second. Can you imagine if I thought I messaged Liv and I just messaged someone completely different? It starts at 5:15-ish Eastern. Paid winter breaks? I don't know. I don't know about that. I'm sure there's one or two out there. Is that early for you, J-Rod? Why did I have to move? It's better for me, honestly. I'm sorry. It benefits me for today. But if it really is super duper hard, then we can do 6. If no one can make 5, I suppose. If I don't want to watch it by myself. For a bit, I have seen this movie. Yes, I'm the meeting. You have a meeting with me. Hi, Duncan. Our unions were busted. Tempting. Dunkel, how you doing? Have you done all your Christmas shopping? Ugh, of course. I knew I was forgetting something. I had to restart my computer and didn't reopen these apps. Okay. Yes, when I open my Logic, it makes the sound go away. Just for a moment. I did. I like to promote reading comprehension every once in a while, you know? A momentary pause. Okay. We out here comprehending. Flying home on a red eye. Can't remember the first time home became a place you'd stay for a week in the winter. setting up in an old room, recognizing an old you. She couldn't be far from the woman you are, but somewhere you splintered. Don't think I was lost, but maybe I forgot how it feels to be young and dumb and in love, so obsessed with the sky as I'm looking above at the snow. As it falls, everything looks so tall when you're seeing it for the first time. Old memories tucked into the pages, so many wants and dreams that slowly faded. Wanna hold them close like I never lost hope, like I'm feeling it for the first time. Now I walk down these same halls. Something is making me feel small. The walls seem to talk with the pictures of all of us together. We used to count down the hours till dawn. Now I'm dreaming this night could last so many more. I wanna give you all the wishes you once thought of. Is it thought of? It is. So I'm reading your books, I'm taking in all I could on how it feels to be young and dumb and in love, so obsessed with the sky as I'm looking above at the snow. As it falls, everything looks so tall when you're seeing it for the first time. All memories tucked into the pages, so many wants and dreams that slowly faded. Wanna hold them close like I never lost hope, like I'm feeling it for the first time. Oh, the spark in my eyes in the photos are fine. The wishes are right, give me infinite life. I wanna get back all the ways to discover the real things I love. Reminds me again that it was always enough to feel to be young and dumb and in love, so obsessed with the sky as I'm looking above at the snow. As it falls, everything looks so tall when you're seeing it for the first time. All memories tucked into the pages, so many wants and dreams that slowly faded. Wanna hold them close like I never lost hope, like I'm feeling it for the first time. Thank you. Has totally not been listening to it. Not once, not one time. Only if you write down your number in some weird way, I lose it for years and I'm about to get married and find it again to call it. Yeah, you guys are just gonna write your own rom-com while we watch a rom-com. Oh, 2 people. That's so good. I still have to get my mom another present, but other than that, yes, I'm done with Christmas shopping. I'll be wrapping some gifts while we watch our movie. I'm all but one, but I know what I'm gonna get, so exciting times to be done. I kind of want to hear all of your guys' favorite Christmas gifts that you've given or received. And I don't know, maybe we'll do it here, but I kind of want to like have them all in a nice little package. Maybe we make a channel on Discord or something. Let's try this one. For the baby. Baby. Two people under bed sheets, one unrelenting heartbeat, one unrequited belief. Two fools in a one-horse town. Two people under bed sheets, one wallowing in defeat, one crumbling under heat. Two fools in a one-horse town. Two people under bed sheets, one liar in the hot seat. Why cry over a deadbeat? Two fools in a one-horse town. Two people under bed sheets, one shivering with cold feet, one suffocating lover, one fool in a wedding gown. Outside the world is turning, a different life you're yearning, but you just sit there burning, lying in his fire, and all the while you're learning. I hope you're yearning, you just sit there burning, lying in his fire. Two people under bed sheets, two fists to play around with, one has to keep her mouth shut, victims of a one-horse town. Two people under bed sheets, one does whatever he pleases, and one tries to speak to Jesus, but Jesus won't hear a sound. Outside the world is turning, a different life you're yearning, but you just sit there burning, lying in his fire, and all the while you're learning. I hope you're learning, you just sit there burning, lying in his fire. Two people under bed sheets, two children raising children, the same mistakes keep building. It's a mess of a one-horse town. It's a mess of a one-horse town. It's a mess of a one-horse town. My lover. Who is that? My lover. I need to switch. That's all Cruz will be referred to from now on. Not my boyfriend, not my partner. My lover in the other room. Happy holiday. Thank you, Che. Enjoy your meeting. I'm pretty sure, I feel like most of the time when it comes to Christmas gifts, maybe I did surprise Cruz last year. I can't remember. But there's one that he knows of and one that he doesn't. Speaking of, I might get him one more gift, but I spent so much money on gifts, but I really want to get this gift because my sister was going to get it. But if she didn't, then I should probably try and get it. Trunky, thank you so much. Thank you for that tip. Do it. You're so welcome, Fraggles. That's one of my favorites right now. Thank you also, Drunky, sorry, not Fraggles, for that tip. It's all going towards the 12-part production course that I'm taking. So my next payment is at the end of this month, so all of the tips this week go towards that. 12? I couldn't remember if it was 6 or 12. It's 6 payments, but I think it's 12. Either way. Either way, I have a good amount left, so I haven't been counting. Gonna be so smart. Yeah, I mean, I studied production for a while, but it's always nice to have a refresher and be like, you know, things have been a-changing and your girl was burnt out for a while, so. Hi, Rick, too. You do not. It is free, free access. You just have to be in the Discord. You have to have a Discord. And then we have a little chat and we just watch and hang out. Yes. I lost a lot of my quickness with production. So there's definitely a lot I need to refresh on. I'm excited. Fraggles, no way. Thank you so much for that gift sub. That is so kind. Let's see. I think this is in the cube G. Yeah. We're gonna bring it down. True. I feel like it's gonna start crackling right as I start singing, but we'll see. Where's my straw? Spatial awareness is not my friend today, I guess. Hopefully it's not too low. I think it should be fine. Time to tell me the truth, to burden your mouth for what you say, pieces of paper in the way, 'cause I can't continue pretending to choose the opposite sides on which we fall. loving you later as if at all. No right minds could wrong be this many times. My memory is cruel. I'm queen of attention to detail, defending intentions if he fails. Until now, he told me your name. It sounded familiar in a way. I could have sworn I'd heard him say it 10,000 times. Oh, if only I had been listening. Leave unsaid, unspoken, eyes wide shut, unopen. You and me, always between the lines, between the lines. I thought I was ready to bleed. We'd move on from the shadows on the wall and stand in the center of it all. Too late, two choices, to stay or to leave. Mine was so easy to uncover. He'd already left with the other. So I learned to listen through silence. Leave unsaid, unspoken, eyes wide shut, unopen. You and me, always be. You and me, always be. Tell myself all the words he surely meant to say. I'll talk until the conversation doesn't stay on. Wait for me, I'm almost ready. When he meant let go, leave unsaid, unspoken, eyes wide shut, unopen. You and me, always be. 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 Between the lines, between the lines, between the lines. Welcome, Santa Enterprise. Keeping you in the holiday spirit. Man, it's been a while for history. Well, actually for that song and this one. But I gotta do it good because it's for Bryn. It's for Duncan's lover, you know? Even the Dark Lord has a soft spot for greatness. Oh no! I kind of like imagining Santa also as the Dark Lord. Yoo-hoo! Hello, Edu and Force Ghost and Shingards. I don't think I officially said hello to Shingards either. With the powers and the plans, I tried to rewrite it, but again, it's the history. Yeah, let's bring it like up. I've seen it. What's the original? Oh, Bella. Yeah, she is. She's out. A moment everybody knows. Yeah, I'm sure there was heartbreak inside the walls of Jericho. I couldn't believe it, how you could just stop wanting me. You burnt down Easter Island as if it wasn't sacred, as if it wasn't sacred. Sacred as if it wasn't sacred to me. I've seen it. As if it wasn't sacred to me. I've seen it. Okay. Cool. I think I remember it. Tale as old as honey, a moment everybody knows. Yeah, I'm sure there was heartbreak inside the walls of Jericho. I couldn't believe it, how you could just stop wanting me. You burnt down Easter Island as if it wasn't sacred, as if it wasn't sacred to me. I've seen it in the poems and the sins I've pleaded. With the powers and their plans, I tried to rewrite it, but I can't. It's the history of man. She stays up, he's sleeping like a lamb. She begs him, he says he doesn't understand. She loves him more than anyone ever has in the history of man. It's the history of man. You didn't even falter, didn't look back once, did you? So Samson bled Delilah, but given half the chance, I would have made him weaker too. Sirens sound and trumpets blaring, you walked out on without sweating. I've seen it in the poems and the sins I've pleaded. With the powers and their plans, I tried to rewrite it, but I can't. It's the history of man. She stays up, he's sleeping like a lamb. She begs him, he says he doesn't understand. She loves him more than anyone ever has in the history of man. He stole her youth and promised heaven. The men start wars, yet Troy hates Helen. Women's hearts vision, I've seen it in the poems, in the sands I've pleaded, with the powers and the plans I try to rewrite it, but I can't. It's the history. It's the history of me. She stays up, you're sleeping like a lamb. I beg you, and you don't understand. I hold on, I try to hold your hand. I save you a seat, and then you say you wanna stand, so you lose me. The best you'll ever have. It's history, the history of man. Hello, Mario and Noah. Welcome in. Fern! Oh my gosh, I'm blushing. I didn't know you were here. You're perfection. Oh, that is a bummer, Noah. Hopefully I'll see you later, maybe tomorrow. Biddy, you rock. Thank you so much for gifting that sub. Oh, hey, Dunkle's lover. You're here? Oh my gosh. It's a party now. It's a party. Oh no, what's your request? If Self doesn't mind, then I can do Once Upon a December 1st before you go. My lover. Oh my gosh, Bryn, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. I love you, that is all. Oh my gosh, you guys are so cute. Yes, let me pull that up. Hopefully it's not. Let's see. Let's mute it. I don't remember which one I normally do. I think it's this one. I whisper when I'm nervous. But he's like, I'm here, but I'm not here. Dancing bears, painted wings, things I almost remember, and a song someone sings once upon a December. Someone holds me safe and warm, horses prance through a silver storm, figures dancing gracefully across my memory. I definitely normally do a lower key. We're gonna do it. We're gonna stick it through. Someone holds me safe and warm, horses prance through a silver storm, figures dancing gracefully across my memory. Far away, long ago, glowing dim as an ember, things my heart used to know, things it yearns to remember. on a December. Wow. She's high. She's high. Who tested her? Not me. Guy Tar, welcome in. Oh, thanks for requesting that one, Noah. Glad we could sing it for you before as in there's a cool chorus behind me, before you had to go. Just not at once. I'm using James's blanket that was gifted because I'm cold. Bella already stole it once. I might, if it gets warmer in here, I might let her have a turn. Let's see. I'm leaving home for the coastline. I love a good blankie. I do. I have to remember. Yeah, please, if it's, so it's Nomiko? Or Noamiko. However you like us to pronounce it. Me, especially, since I'm saying it out loud. So, I don't know, this might be a hot take. I don't mind AI music as a tool during the production process. I use it as a way to hear different directions that I could take music. I don't think it'll ever replace, I think people crave the human touch in art too much. They prioritize it too much. But I don't mind using it as a tool. Using it as an end product, I think I have a harder time with. Oh shoot. So I asked and then I forgot which one was the Noamiko. Okay. I think that was the second one. You can have people cover it, but even like, I think people, the amount of sampling that is done in the music industry, where you're taking from something that already exists, when it comes to drum beats, synth sounds, all of that, those things are meant to be repurposed, those sound libraries. And depending on which AI product you use, they are pulling from those same things, just rearranging them in different ways. But a lot of them, they're just using, if you're saying play something in a pop way, which I can show you, because I have a subscription to one, it still is more like, oh, I like that drum beat. Maybe I'll use that drum. I like the idea of what they did in that chorus, but it sounds like an AI song when they do it, you know, an impressive AI song, but still not how I would want to sound at the end of it all. I'm leaving home for the coastline, someplace under the sun. I feel my heart for the first time, 'cause now I'm moving on. Yeah, I'm moving on. And there's a place that I've dreamed of, where I can free my mind. I hear the sounds of the season and lose oceans of time. I'm moving far away to a sunny place, where it's just you and me. Feels like we're in a dream. Oh, you know what I mean. The summer air by the seaside, the way it fills our lungs. The fire burns in the night sky. This life will keep us young. I can't read. Will keep us young, yeah, keep us young. There we go. And we will sleep by the ocean. Our hearts will move with the tide, and we will wake in the morning to see the sun paint the sky. I'm moving far away to a sunny place, where it's just you and me. Feels like we're in a dream. Oh, you know what I mean. I'm moving far away to a sunny place, where it's just you and me. It feels like we're in a dream. You know what I mean. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I think one, back to tomorrow, I'm probably going to stream, but yeah, still deciding. If I do, it'll be around 3 or 4 Eastern. From scratch, I think is one thing. I guess I've been using it actually to flesh out already written songs, where I'll put in something and be like, here's what I have, here are the instruments, maybe what are some frequencies that I'm missing, what are some instruments that could fill it in. And so that's been super helpful. But I think it's the same thing as anything. We just like humans. Humans tend to like humans more than they like robots. And even autotune, pretty much every single song that you've listened to in the past 20 years, 20 plus at this point, has used autotune. It's just very, very subtle. It's not like hard tuned, unless it's for effect. Like when I released Heavy, I was like, what's the name of that song? Yeah, I mean, there are certain auto-tune plugins that wipe out certain inflections, but even those things are so advanced now. Melodyne is probably the industry standard, And it keeps all of that quality intact. Yeah, some people have seen me. I streamed a little bit of my vocal editing process on Discord when I was working on Liv and I's song. And it's like you're zooming in to the point of the subtlest of frequency lines that you're just like taping off at the end. Yeah. Yeah, most TikTok covers that people are posting on TikTok, they all tuned them and then like sang back over them and then released it. And there's nothing wrong. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. The spaghetti and the reggaeton. Yes. Precisely. Yeah, I was teaching kids at one point that were just getting into it and they're like, yeah, my favorite artist doesn't use autotune, so I don't want to pitch my vocals, like I don't want to tune them. And I was like, which artist are you talking about? And they brought him up and I was like, okay, I'm going to blow your mind. They use it. They just purposely don't overuse it so that they're still off pitch in certain places, but they're still using it. Especially, sometimes you can hear them in pop, it's used a little bit more harshly sometimes, right? Like, and some people, when they're singing so spot on, like Justin Bieber's one of those where he sings so spot on that if you put on even a touch of auto-tune, it sounds like you put on so much. And I've even had moments where I sang something and I was like, wow, I tuned that so harshly. And then I like reset it and I'm like, oh no, I just sang it in such a way that it sounds like it was pitched when it wasn't. And at that point, sometimes I'll sing it a little worse so that it doesn't sound too pitched, you know? Because even with nothing on it, I'm like, it sounds a little bit too clean. So it all just depends on the voice and, you know, you can definitely use it in varying levels. Yeah. It's like you have to be able to sing. That is something that I think maybe it's just because people at this point, some artists have less time, certain ones, to hone their craft, or they've been forced to focus on different things, right? Bella. Total snooze fest over there. Now, a label is not going to look at you, and most people don't want labels anymore unless they want it for the exposure, because all labels are loans. You're just taking out a shit ton of loans, but they won't look at you until you've mastered your social media and your own production value, because most people can't afford to go to a studio somewhere. So you need to create your own fan base, write your own songs, produce your own songs, have that all set up, and be successful before a label will look at you, right? So if you're doing all of that, you don't really have time to just focus on singing your songs really well, which a lot of artists in the past, what was their job? It was to tour, and that was all they were doing. I mean, you think of the Beatles that spent thousands of hours in German brothels just practicing until they sounded as good as they did. Freddie Mercury, another artist that just went place to place and sang, and he had the ideas for a lot of the production, but he was not executing that. He was just like, here's what I hear in my head, and I'm gonna have somebody else help me get to that. So it's just interesting. It's a different landscape now. Yeah. A lot of people don't prioritize, like the label is not for exposure anymore. Unless you're going for like the big numbers, right? It's for the exposure at we can help fund you getting on tour, a big tour with someone. But YouTube and TikTok. But that's also, I mean, at this point, it's really competitive, you know, as it always is. But now you have an exponential growth in the amount of artists that there are that write and release and post music. So it's super fascinating. But I think that's the whole point. If you can get big without being on someone getting you on a radio, like that's not what the label's needed for anymore, then do it all yourself as much as you can and see where that takes you. But hi, Maddie, how's it going? TV singing competitions use it. You know, I haven't watched TV singing competitions in a while, so I can't say now. Frank Tedesco, so good. So good. But yes, when it comes to live shows, some of them do, some of them don't, is going to be my assumption. I feel like when I last listened to The Voice, it really sounded like some of it was pre-recorded. But I do remember there is this running joke among musicians, or maybe it was just my family, but when you are listening live within a concert, you know, like you're physically there, and the signal isn't as clean, right? It's coming from speakers, you're hearing someone on stage, you've got the crowd, they're all singing along. Most of the time they sound better, and then you have the clean vocals coming through a microphone. So I do remember early years of American Idol and stuff like that. My parents used to joke, I'm sure they sounded better live, because you could tell that people were off pitch or off time, and people were like, wow, that was so good. And then you're watching it and you're like, I really didn't think it was that great. And it's, you know, the whole different effect. Like in a live setting, a live venue, it's going to sound very, very different. But now, I mean, I feel like, one, people could be getting so much better, the people that get on the show, but I do think that there might be a chance that some of it is pre-recorded. I will say auto-tune through the mic, that's not true. In the past 5 years, it's gotten really good, but I still feel like it's a little bit more audible versus if it's pre-recorded. But that is my goal personally for 2025, is to be sharing on other platforms as well. Because now I feel like I've got a lot of content, and maybe now I'm just overwhelmed with the amount of content that I have. But I'd like to just start sharing with what I have, and I've been really bad about that in 2024. Not live, but I put Melodyne on all of my tracks. Galia, hello. Yeah, instrumental backtracks. I'm sure those ones are like the first things that they decided to pre-record. I do a live show for you guys 3 times a week. Custom molded and made monitors, the in-ears, I would say the cheapest you could get them is probably $1,200. $500 to $1,200. I feel like I know someone who got them and they were $1,200, so maybe you can get them for cheaper. But the whole point is that they're like super nice at being soundproof. It can block out all the other noise, and they won't fall out as easily. Yeah, I mean, they're still like probably using the same standard, even if they're not paying for it. Because I have in-ears, but for them to be, theirs are probably Bluetooth as well. Ooh, golly, how often do you get to do that? That's so cool. Yeah, so the first song that I sang today was actually a Christmas song that I did with Liv Harris. It's out on Bandcamp. I do a lot of songs with Samuel Tucker Young, another musician here on Twitch, and we're hoping to release some of that in the new year, which is exciting. All my work is in studio recording. Oh, that's awesome. Well, I mean, I knew you did a lot of studio recording. I just wasn't sure about the live shows. That's really, really cool. But yeah, Liv and I are hoping to get a few more collaborations done. I'd love to reach out to other artists like Galia when I'm working on other tracks and need some instruments as well. So yeah, I'm trying to, and that's why I'm fundraising for this production class that I'm taking. Is my goal is to really get a lot of my demos out of purgatory, and even if they're not specifically for myself, get them to a place where they're ready to market to other people if they want to use my songs, and get them on sync libraries, that type of thing. Maddie, oh my gosh, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We'll wait until the ad's over and then we'll go on to the next song. Did someone wake up from a dream? You almost fell off the couch? Here, Belle. You want a treat? You want to get up? Come over here. This way. Go back up. You shake? Thank you. Okay. You go so gently this time. You're sliding on that blanket, I know. All right, let's see if you'll go on this side. You lay down on that side, maybe? She's not going to. Building a new one. That's so exciting. I can't even be mad at you. You just like that side. She just wants to be closer to the door. Silly. forgot about the bridge. Let's see. Though I've tried before to tell her. Wait, there's no reverb. Sorry, let's try it again. Though I've tried before to tell her of the feelings I have for her in my heart. Every time that I come near her, I just lose my nerve as I've done from the start. Every little thing she does is magic. Everything she do just turn me on. Even though my life before was tragic, now I know my love for her goes on. Do I have to tell the story of 1,000 rainy days since we first met? It's a big enough umbrella, but it's always me that ends up getting wet. Every little thing she does is magic. Everything she do just turn me on. Even though my life before was tragic, now I know my love for her goes on. I resolve to call her up 1,000 times a day and ask her if she'll marry me in some old-fashioned way. But my silent fears have gripped me long before I reach the phone. Gosh, where are you? Long before my tongue has tripped me, must I always be alone? Every little thing she does is magic. Everything she do just turn me on. Even though my life before was tragic, now I know my love for her goes on. Every little thing she does is magic. Everything she do just turn me on. Even though my life before was tragic, now I know my love for her goes on. On and on and on and on and on and on and on, and do everything, every little thing, every little thing, every little thing. she does, every little thing she does, every little thing she does, every little thing she does. Oh, oh, oh. Every little thing she does is magic. Everything she do just turn me on. Even though my life before was tragic, now I know my love for her goes on. Every little thing she does is magic. Everything she do just turn me on. Even though my life before was tragic, now I know my love for her goes on. Heather, welcome in. Thank you, guys. Ayolts, Ayo, Olts, Ayolts, Cotton. Thank you so much for that follow. Welcome in. Sunrise, sunrise, looks like morning in your eyes, but the clock's at 9:15, 4 hours. Sunrise, sunrise, couldn't tempt us if it tried, 'cause the afternoon's already come and gone. And I said, ooh, ooh, and I said, ooh, to you. Surprise, surprise, couldn't find it in your eyes, but I'm sure it's written all over my face. Surprise, surprise, never something I could hide, when I see we've made it through another day. And I said, ooh, ooh, and I said, ooh, to you. Now, good night. Throw its cover down, oh, on me again. Oh, and if I'm right, it's the only way to bring me back. Ooh, ooh, Thank you for that. Hydrate. Thank you, Mario. Oh, we got some Backstreet Boys. Let's do it. Let's do it. Backstreet Boys. We have Visitor. You're on Your Own, Kid. Wow, what a nice little cue we got. As a reminder, we do have some Christmas songs out if anyone wants those. A lot of them do have a price attached to them, but they'll also get bumped to the top. So if that interests you, we also do have song learns. So $30 or the equivalent in bits or subs will get you a song that of your choice that I will learn by the next day as long as there's chords. And there's also a mystery jukebox if you want to Venmo $10 or PayPal $12. Then I will sing a song live from a secret list of songs. I think that covers most things. Because Anna hates Christmas. No, because Anna can't afford Christmas. There's some free ones, though. There are, I think. We already had 2 of them. Don't worry. The last stream of the year, I'll break them all free. Let's see. Cause that's D, F, G. So then if it's F minor, G, A, it would be A. So it goes from G to A, which makes more sense. You are, you are, you are, I wanted. Ain't nothing but a heartache. So you are, you are, you are, I wanted, that way. Ain't nothing but a heartache. Cool. I have been able to avoid pretty much all Christmas music up until this month. I was pretty proud of it. All right, let's get some sways. I feel like Backstreet Boys. You gotta get a little sway going. You are my fire, the one desire, believe when I say that I want it that way. can't reach to your heart when you say that I want it that way. Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say that I want it that way. Am I your fire, your one desire? Yes, I know that it's too late, but I want it that way. Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say that I want it that way. Now I can see that we're falling apart from the way that we used to be, yeah. No matter the distance, I want you to know that deep down inside of me, you are my fire, the one desire. You are, you are, you are, you are. Don't wanna hear you say ain't nothing but a heartache, ain't nothing but a mistake. Oh, I never wanna hear you say that I want it that way. Tell me why, tell me why, ain't nothing but a mistake. I never wanna hear you say that I want it that way, that I want it that way, that I want it that way. Always a good one. Always fun. That's him. That's the man who killed, what was it? Killed my brother? Number 5. It was number 5. I'm counting all the cracks in the sidewalk, so sure that there's an opening somewhere I can fit between the dandelions and broken chalk. Won't forget to make room for all the superstitions. I'm a ballerina, I'm a glass child. What's a few cracks if the world's spinning on time? Just waiting for the moment I can catch light, knowing there's a chance that I could set the world afire. I'm just a visitor, don't know when to go home. Got caught in the intimate moments, I chose it and now it feels wrong to be alone. Still a part of me feels so afraid. If you were to ask me to stay, sorry. I look for answers in the poetry pages, but the words I wanna hear, it seems I haven't written them. Only solution I can find as I age is solutions aren't things that many people get. I'm just a visitor, I don't know when to go home. Got caught in the intimate moments, I chose it and now it feels wrong to be alone. Still a part of me feels so afraid. If you were to ask me, something's pulling the strings. Could be doubt, could be me. God, you're so hard to please, and yet I'm still trying to throw out my own skin. Let the sun settle in, it'll burn, it'll singe, but it might help me feel less afraid. For when you ask me to stay, cause I think I might wanna stay. Thank you. Got your own kid. Da 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 da. Oh, so here is where I can show you guys the Suno before we little example of AI. I'm so glad you guys like my little social anxiety nugget song. Let me. I'm just a visitor. I could bring the key up. I originally wrote it actually in this key, so then it's a little bit more belty. But every time, I'll show you, every time I've thought about different ways, because this is my biggest pro AI music creation, is that I don't want to spend months producing one style and then go, maybe I wanted to do it a different style. So instead, I take a couple hours of listening to all the different ways, like styles I could do it. Like, do I want to keep it for myself? Do I want to make it more poppy? Do I want to do something and just keep it stripped back acoustic? So if I were to go back through, this is the nice thing. Okay. This is what I plugged in. This is the craziness of. This was the first time I ever sang the song, and I just wrote it on a voice memo. I'm counting all the cracks in the sidewalk. So that's what it sounded like. And then I said, can you make a cover of this and make it indie alternative pop? And this is the first thing he cranked out at me.
I'm counting all the cracks in the sidewalk, so sure that there's an opening. So
it immediately, I can be like, I want that, I don't want that. It's giving me an idea without being like, oh, this is, you know, I should just release it like that immediately.
If you were to ask me to stay,
yeah, isn't that crazy? So this one is, I just switched the order from indie alternative pop to pop indie alternative. And I think they totally, this might be the one where they fucked up the chords, but.
I'm counting all the cracks in the sidewalk.
So they just basically did one that was harmonies. I think I saved this one because I liked the subtleness of the guitar, and they might have added production later. Oh yeah, I liked this part.
I don't know when set the world afire. I'm just a visitor. I don't know when to go home. Got caught in the intimate moments. I chose it, and now it feels wrong to be alone. Still apart.
I liked the drums, so I was like, I will save that so I can go back to the drums. This one, I added pop indie alternative rock. And this one, Maestro, if I didn't say it, it's suno.ai.
I'm counting all the cracks in the sidewalk, so sure that there's an opening somewhere I can fit between the dandelions.
So then I was like, oh, it does sound nice, kind of clean like this.
Chop. Won't forget to make room for the superstitions. Catch light, knowing there's.
But then when they bring that one in, that type of drum, I think it's like very standard, typical singer-songwriter, and I wasn't a fan of that. So they were all just different ways that I could play around with, like, oh, is this a route I want to take? So then from there, I can use those things that I like and actually hear it in the context of my song, be like, I do want that, I don't want that. Maybe I'll make a drum loop that sounds kind of like the other one. I know. So it's hard. You guys know my song, I Can't Wait for Therapy. They gave me some good ideas for that one.
You say $5 is all you got, so we're eating all pretzels in the parking lot. And I believed you when you said this is all I want. And I believed myself when I said it's not. And I can't wait for therapy to put my story in their hands and say repeat after me. It was a shitty hand dealt and I'm guilt-free. They say that's not how this works. Can you come back at 3? 'Cause there's a lot in my head that I refuse to unpack. Letting go of the reins is just something I like. I just keep trucking along until I go off track. I'd rather force.
But then they like come in with this part. And I was like, oh, okay, Sylvan Esso, I see you.
You say,
so that's an option.
You say $5 is all you got, so we're eating.
That's the crazy thing when I hear a guy do it and I'm like, should I give my song to a dude? Like, should I really? There's one.
Or fade to black. You say $5 is.
Let's see if there's
You
any.
say
Oh, I like this one.
$5 is all you got, so we're eating all pretzels in the parking lot. And I believed you when you said this is all I want. And I believed myself when I said it's not. And I can't wait for therapy to put my story in their hands and say repeat after me. It was a shitty hand dealt and I'm guilt-free.
I think this one's my favorite.
That's not how this works. Can you come back at 3? Cause there's a lot in my head that I refuse to unpack. Letting go of the reins is just something I like.
So that one's probably my favorite for that one. So it's like cool though that I can have an idea. It won't sound exactly like it. If you guys remember my crypto song, our copium song, I did a version of that one. And then one of my all-time favorite things that Suno ever did is make waiting rooms sound like the 1975. And that was, it gave me an existential crisis because I was like, wait, the song is nearly done. Is it this one? No, I think it's this one.
And here we are.
No, it's not.
And here.
Larry, is it you? Is it you? Nah, maybe I won't find it, but it was pretty cool. And here we are again. The line has dwindled down to 10, but you keep letting people pass. Just, oh, what are you playing? Just trying to make moments last, but oh, it might be this one actually. Yeah. We're going like total synthwave with this one, but maybe I'll just keep it for myself.
And here we are again. The line has dwindled down to 10, but you keep letting people pass. Just trying to make moments last, but I don't think you're listening. The walls are slowly caving in, cause you never really got to choose. The waiting room can only fit a few.
Like, I could just, if I produce it like that, I would just send it to a bunch of sync people here in Atlanta and be like, put it in a sad montage when the couple breaks up in a rom-com before they get back together, and then it would be done, and then it would be done. Well, yeah, I mean, it's AI, so the voices are the worst part of all of them, which I think is the wonderful thing about AI, is that the voices all sound fucked up. Do 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 do. So anyways, that's how I've been using it, so that I can, you know, make choices, production choices. And here we are again. Mm-hmm, 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 mm-hmm. What's the original key for this? 2? Some went away, still the yearning stays. I play cool with the best of them. I wait patiently, he's gonna notice me. It's okay, we're the best of friends. Anyway, I hear it in your voice, you're smoking with your boys. I touch my phone as if it's your face. I didn't choose this town, I dream of getting out. There's just one who can make me stay all my days. From sprinkler splashes to fireplace ashes, I waited ages to see you there. I searched the party of better bodies just to learn that you never cared. You're on your own, kid, and you always have been. I see the great escape, so long days he may. I picked the petals, he loved me not. Something different bloomed, waiting in my room. I play my songs in the parking lot. I'll run away. From sprinkler splashes to fireplace ashes, I called a taxi to take me there. I searched the party of better bodies just to learn that my dreams aren't rare. You're on your own, kid, and you always have been. From sprinkler splashes to fireplace ashes, I gave my blood, sweat, and tears for this. I hosted parties and starved my body like I'd be saved by the perfect kiss. The jokes weren't funny, I took the money. My friends from home don't know what to say. I looked around in a blood-soaked gown and I saw something they can't take away. 'Cause there were pages turned with the bridges burned. Everything you lose is a step you take. So make the friendship race, let's take the moment and taste it. You got no reason to be afraid. You're on your own, kid. Oh, you can face this. Oh, you're on your own, kid, and you always have been. Thank you. Doomsday for Lenny. Dan's always here. He's always here. We do not have that song on the song list, Paranoia 0, but I do have song learns, if you'd like. Otherwise, I do have that Before You Go, Louis Capaldi song. Can we send hugs Dan's way to Rhino Skies? Sweet. Okay. It's all on the list for you. It's coming up right after this song by Lizzie McAlpine. I'm sorry, I have a lover. I'm so sorry. I was waiting till I could use it in the proper context. Thank you, Dunkel. Pull the plug in September. I don't wanna die in June. I'd like to start planning my funeral. I've got work to do. Pull the plug, make it painless. I don't want a violent end. Don't say that you'll always love me, 'cause you know I'd bleed myself dry for you over and over again. Doomsday is close at hand. I'll book the marching band to play as you speak. I'll feel like throwing up. You'll sit and stare like a goddamn machine. I'd like to plan out my part in this, but you're such a narcissist. You'll probably do it next week. I don't get a choice in the matter. Why would I? It's only the death of me. Only the death of me. Pull the plug, but be careful. I don't wanna die too soon. I think that there's good in you somewhere. I'll hang on till the chaos is through. Doomsday is close at hand. I'll book the marching band to play as you speak. I'll feel like throwing up. You'll sit and stare like a goddamn machine. I'd like to plan out my part in this, but you're such a narcissist. You'll probably do it next week. I don't get a choice in the matter. Why would I? It's only the death of me. It was so quiet. No friends and family allowed. Only my murderer, you, and the priest who told you to go to hell. And the funny thing is, I 6 feet in the ground. Doomsday's close at hand. I booked the marching band to play as you speak. I feel like throwing up. You sit and stare like a goddamn machine. I'd have liked to plan out my part in this, but you're such a narcissist. You did it on Halloween. I had no choice in the matter. Why would I? It's only the death of me. Thank you. All right, before you go, before you go, I fell by the wayside like everyone else. I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, but I was just kidding myself. Every moment I start to replace, 'cause now that they're gone, all I hear are the words that I needed to say. When you hurt under the surface, like troubled water running cold. What time can heal, but this won't. So before you go, was there something I could have said to make your heart beat better? If only I'd have known you had a storm to weather. So before you go, was there something I could have said to make it all stop hurting? Kills me how your mind can make you feel so worthless. So before you go, was never the right time whenever you called. Went little by little until there was nothing at all. Every moment I start to replay, and all I can think about is seeing that look on your face when you hurt under the surface, like troubled water running cold. What time can heal, but this won't. So before you go, go? Was there something I could have said to make your heart beat better? If only I'd have known you had a storm to weather. So before you go, was there something I could have said to make it all stop hurting? Kills me how your mind can make you feel so worthless. So before you go, would we be better off by now if I'd let my walls come down? Maybe you'll guess we'll never know. You know, you know. Before you go, was there something I could have said to make your heart beat better? If only I'd have known you had a storm to weather. So before you go, was there something I could have said to make it all stop hurting? Kills me how your mind can make you feel so worthless. So before you go. Thank you. Oh, I got a lot of stars. Very fun. You are welcome. No, thank you. I will bounce it back. It's like when you send a Venmo back and forth. Thank you so much, Paranoia. Let's see, I'm right here. Try it. Metal Hoof, how are you? Oh, the horn is in key. Bitty beep. Faye Victus, thank you so much. Thank you for the resub. That is so kind. Blanket fort. Wait, I want to make a blanket fort. I love blanket forts. I miss blanket forts. Please don't sleep. Just a boy caught up in dreams and fantasies. Please see reaching out for someone that I can't see. Take my hand, let's see where we wake up tomorrow. Best laid plans, sometimes are just a one-night stand. I'll be damned, Cupid's demanding back is zero. So let's get drunk on our tears and God tell us the reason youth is wasted on the young. It's hunting season and the lambs are on the run, searching for meaning. But are we all the stars trying to light up the dark? Oh my gosh, I responded in my head, but I don't think I ever responded out loud to North. I don't know if North Cuban is still here, but our house is under siege still. Cruz is still sick. I'm finally feeling better, and I'm worried that I'm feeling better just at the perfect time to get it again from him. Who are we? Just a speck of dust within the galaxy. Whoa, it's me. If we're not careful, turns into reality. Don't you dare let our best memories bring you sorrow. Yesterday I saw a lion kiss a deer. Turn the page, maybe we'll find a brand new ending where we're dancing on our tears. And God tell us the reason youth is wasted on the young. It's hunting season and these lambs are on the run, searching for meaning. But are we all a star trying to light up the dark? I thought I saw you out there crying. I thought I heard you call my name. I thought I heard you out there crying just the same. Oh, and God, tell us the reason youth is wasted on the young. It's hunting season and this lamb is on the run, searching for meaning. But are we all lost stars trying to light up the dark? I thought I heard you out there crying. Oh, I thought I heard you call my name. I thought I heard you out there crying. Are we all lost stars trying to light up the dark? Are we all lost stars trying to light up the dark? Thank you. Shania Lava. That's my next song. Shine your love up. Mm-hmm. I was like, oh, this is really high. It's because I still have my cape on. My capo? My keyboard capo. Oh, did no one tell me that my ponytail fell out somewhere? Okay. Taking the dirt roads through a page. Saw a horse with no rider. I guess that's cliche, but I still see they broke. Still see him canter past. While we're taking for granted the time that we had. What do you mean? My ponytail holder? The hair tie? I'm sorry, I didn't realize I had to be so exact. There was a hair tie. It was there. And then it broke. And now it's not. Also, ponytails can also break. But I feel like your hair would have to be very brittle. But I was just looking and I was like, wait. This was braided. Oh well. The thing that was holding my hair together is no longer holding my hair together. I have one at the top, but then I braided the ponytail and it was at the bottom. And now one went. All right, I will restart. I'm sorry. I got distracted. Taking the dirt roads through pain. Saw a horse with no rider. I guess that's cliche, but I still see him canter past. Well, we're taking for granted the time that we had. Monument Valley again. You say this is my dearest and oldest of friends, and I've seen her in photos before, with her sister beside her you've grown to adore. I took that for granted, I don't anymore. I'd be just like you now. With my heart on my sleeve, driving solo through town. Oh, when you leave, what will it be? What will it be? Watching the stars in the sky arbitrarily fall, or is this by design? And those valleys, the ones where we stayed, are now monuments to all the memories we made. Monuments showing that some things don't change. Ooh, riding solo through town. Ooh, what will it be? What will it be? Ooh, what will it be? What will it be? Ooh, how will it be? How will it be? Ooh, when will it be? When will it be? What will it be? What will it be? What will it be? What will it be? Thank you. I love Lisa Ritchie so much. She was, I think, one of my top artists last year. I can't remember, for Spotify. But thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you for having me learn that one, Vivictus. Like a confused puppy. I don't know. I feel like maybe... No, I sometimes just call it a ponytail. Like, oh, my ponytail. Sometimes it's called ponytail holder. Ponytail holder. Hair tie. Hello, Dr. Cat in the Brain. Harley Quinn, hello. I'm so sorry you hopped in yesterday right as we were raiding. So I was like, ah. Yes, my Christmas plans are as follows. We leave Christmas Day, so... Wow, I just dabbed myself up. Where'd my music go? Oh. Let me give myself a second. Breathe. Hi, Icy. So Christmas plans are we have a family Christmas party on one side of Cruz's family on Christmas Eve. And then we are driving to North Carolina to spend Christmas Day with his other side of the family. And we'll be there for 2 days, 26th and the 27th. And then the 27th and 28th will be, 25th and 26th will be there. And then 27th, we leave for Richmond, where my family is. We'll be there from the 27th. 28th, we leave the 29th to get back here. And then my cousin, who lives in Richmond, is actually coming down on the 27th. So she'll have a few days with her girlfriend, just exploring the city. And they have other friends in the city. So then the 29th, maybe we'll meet up for dinner. I don't know. It depends on what time we hit the road, because it's going to be close to 10 hours of driving on the way back. And then, yes, 30th, 31st, first we're hosting my cousin and her girlfriend, and we'll be exploring Atlanta. We were going to a fun New Year's Eve party. Yes, so I think that's all. I think that's all of my plans. I know, but think of last year. Last year was pretty similar. Last year we had the Christmas Eve party. Christmas Day was the same. Christmas Eve, one family party. Christmas Day, went to North Carolina. We were there for 2 days. And then instead of driving up to Virginia that year, we got dropped off on our way back, Cruz's parents' way back to Atlanta. They dropped us off at the Charlotte airport. And then we flew to Florida. We were there for a day and a half. We had to rent a car because no one could pick us up from the airport. They were like an hour away. So we rented a car for 2 days and then drove back to the airport, dropped off the car, flew back. And so I guess it's not entirely, it's pretty much exactly the same, except when we were flying this year, we're just driving for all of it. Yeah, I don't know how you guys do this with the split family. When you have lovers, when you have partners, splitting up the holidays is very difficult. So this upcoming year, we were like, we really can only do one each. So, because Thanksgiving, it just happened to be that I was up the weekend before Thanksgiving for a wedding, right? So then we had a mini Thanksgiving and we couldn't stay through the whole week. So then we came back and still had Thanksgiving with Cruz's family. No lovers. Oh, I'll have to break the news to Cruz. Yeah, so yeah, as you guys know, we have lots of weddings and travel anyways, so we're just trying to split it up. But of course my family's sad that we're only going to be there for like 2 days, and they're like, when is it our turn? But also not, you know, and you can tell. But I also feel like with family, there's never enough time. You know, you're never going to have enough time. Hacking, that's a great question. I think I've been on some radio stations before, but more local. And I haven't really tried to do that recently because this day and age, it's not as popular. So it's not a good return on your investment. 3 days is more than enough time with my family. Let me reiterate. 3 days is more than enough time. I'm just saying family will never see it as enough time. But I'm going to try and go up for a week in January because I do love, I miss being home. It's hard living so far away. So I don't want it to be like, oh, I'm, but around holidays, I think it's also a little bit more stressful. There's a lot more moving parts. Versus January, I can go for a week, no problem. And I can stream from there now because I have my laptop. So I could stream with Cece. My mom will be having surgery. She had to postpone it because my grandpa was in the hospital. So, yeah, and in the month, I'll try and go back and I'll be streaming from there. Why aren't you in town every week? Yeah. Yeah, it's hard. I'm sorry, I'm like, my hands are like randomly up here. Yeah, because you're trying to mitigate everybody's feelings. And obviously, if I could buy locate, I would simply do that. But the other option is splitting up for the holidays, which also seems like not a solution. And then when I think what I did when I was little, sometimes we went to my mom's side of the family, but that stopped pretty quickly because traveling on Christmas or close to Christmas, going north up to New England with 6 kids, so car of 8 people, and it takes at minimum 8 hours. We realized it wasn't fun, the drive, not in the winter time. So we started going up maybe for Easter. But I don't know. And maybe it's like, we don't have kids, right? But there's that idea of, oh, we would go to mom's side of the family. So then I feel like sometimes people are like, oh, you just go to the girl's family. And I'm like, that's not really fair. I'm trying to make it fair. So I don't know. long story short, we're people pleasers. So we're trying to, and we both love our family very much. So it's hard for us to figure it out. Mickey, thank you so much for resubbing. Buttons are fun. They sure are. Yeah. I think that's basically the plan. It's just been in the past 2 years we've had travel around those dates. So like pre-planned. But also as extended families getting older too, it's harder to swap when all of your grandparents are getting up there in years, you know? So then it's like, I don't want to miss time with anyone, but no. No, Vinny, no. I think we're very blessed. We're very lucky to have the problem of we have too much family that we love and that we're trying to see, you know. Dan Will, oh my gosh, hello, how are you, my friend? It's the best problem. So I don't mean to complain. I'm happy to do all the driving. I'm happy to make all the traveling happen. It's just more of a tricky situation, and being present and making sure everyone feels like they've got enough time. Maestro, yeah. We definitely have some family members that it's been like that, you know. It's their, you never know. It's the you never know, but you don't know how long the you never know is gonna last. But the other thing is, I just enjoy hanging out with my family without big holidays. I think I enjoy visiting people in general when there's not the stress of holidays, because then it's like someone's in the kitchen or multiple people, they're like unreachable for a few hours because they're making sure all the food is getting ready, and there's like lots of running around, the last minute gifts, and sometimes it feels like, oh, no one feels ready to just sit down and talk and catch up, and you have to kind of, it's a little bit more of a rat race. But yes, so I'm excited. My mom, she felt bad. She was like, oh, if it's too stressful, you guys don't have to come, like we'll figure it out, you can come visit another time. I'm like, no, I mean, we're happy to do it. Like, don't be, I didn't want her to feel bad. So then I was like, oh, I wonder where I get this from. All right, let's see what we got here. Skylar. Yes, I'm still here because I don't think we got a chance to sing it yesterday. A classic Canadian standoff. We are French Canadian a little bit. So can you imagine now? That's just me and my mom, but I'm one of 6, and all of us pretty much. I'm gonna go with all are like that, because if all of, you know, even if there's 1 or 2 siblings who might not be, their partners are. We all, yeah. So, and my mom's extended family, her dad is one of 13, and they all had kids that were all like that. So what we end up having is a bunch of people going, I really don't care, I'm down for anything. And then there's a lot of like, well, what do we do now? And then everyone's more afraid that they're hurting somebody else's feelings. So we have coined it the Jones runaround. and from the extended family. And it is like, it ends up being a lot of people don't want to hurt anyone's feelings or are afraid to, so they miscommunicate. And then it's like, where's this one person? And they're like 3 hours away on accident, and you're trying to herd, you know, like 60 people together, and it doesn't work. And it's really fun, and it's really entertaining. It can be stressful at times, but you have to just go in knowing what to expect. When all together, it takes a long time, and sometimes we talk it over for hours, and then it's like, okay, we're gonna head out, we'll meet back up at this place, we're gonna have, you know, like at home, we're gonna have this for dinner, and then you come back and it's an entirely different meal. But now it's been like, Thanksgiving was super easy this past time. The mini Thanksgiving, because it was just like, okay, everyone brings something. And so we were like, we have pie, you know, and everyone's just like, I will be bringing this, which is much easier than before. I was like, just get barbecue. I don't know, like, we'll make it super easy. Yup, 5 of them. And now all of us are, paired up? We're all cuffed. All matched up. So now there's 12. And most of the significant others are also very quiet, so it's really funny, like, seeing everyone all together. It's really hard to get everyone all together, but like, me and my siblings are just like way too loud, having dance parties in the kitchen, and all the spouses / partners are like, I might participate, I might dabble, but this chair is looking very nice. Oh, a seafood boil. We did that once for a vacation, and it turned out really well. See, I'm fine when it's my family, you know? Like, my mom was a dance teacher. She was my dance teacher all growing up. My parents met through music, so it's like, dancing in the kitchen is like our go-to. You know, you have a few drinks, you're making dinner, like, you're all good. Anywhere else, I find it very hard to be that person, but I feel like Cruz and I sometimes we alternate. Like, if we're like weddings, Cruz is the first one on the dance floor. He's like ready to go. But I need some liquid courage before I do that, typically. A problem? Me? It's nice, isn't it, Dan? When it's like, okay, it's not all on one person. I really, that time, I swear, it was like this, but then there was, you know, like when you have a button up, there's like the hole. It was a whoop. I can no longer drink enough to get me on the dance floor. I swear, I'm also, really, it's me and my cousin when we get together. So New Year's, the dance floor better watch out. But, we now have, our garage is off of the kitchen. So there's not like a ton of room to dance in the kitchen when you have that many people. So typically it's like we just play music in the garage and someone sets up a microphone, and then just depending on how crazy the night gets, it's like people trade off the mic. But I'm an angel. I don't know what you're talking about. I'll get all of my siblings. I'll record them all. You forget, I'm the middle child, so I could never. On an airbed this year, yes. When we last all met up in May, my mom's siblings came too and their kids, and we were on an air mattress, and my mom just found this random divider from Goodwill, room divider, and it put it up. She's like, this should be enough, right? We're like, okay. They're lots of fun. I normally don't participate in karaoke very much anymore because I sing all the time. So normally I'm I'm off the clock, so I'm just there as the backup dancer. Hi Zanky, how you doing? Hi. I'm a question to the world, not an answer to be heard, or a moment that it's held in your arms. And what do you think you'd ever say? I will listen anyway. You don't know me, and I'll never be what you want me to be. And what do you think you'd understand? I'm a boy, no, I'm a man. You can't take me and throw me away. And how can you learn what's never shown? Yeah, you stand here on your own. They don't know me 'cause I'm not here. And I want a moment to be real. Wanna touch things I don't feel. Wanna hold on and feel I belong. And how can the world want me to change? They're the ones that stay the same. They don't know me 'cause I'm not here. And you see the things they never see. All you wanted, I could be. Now you know me, and I'm not afraid. And I wanna tell you who I am. Can you help me be a man? They can't break me as long as I know who I am. And I want a moment to be real. Wanna touch things I don't feel. Wanna hold on and feel I belong. And how can the world want me to change? They're the ones that stay the same. They can't see me, but I'm still here. They can't tell me who to be, 'cause I'm not what they see. Yeah, the world is stuck sleeping while I keep on dreaming for me. And the words are just whispers and lies that I'll never believe. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you. We have time for 1 or 2 more songs. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Zanky. Hopefully it all gets cleared up soon. Dan, what do you end up bringing? Or are you planning on bringing anything for your Christmas meal? What is your favorite contribution? Thank you, Squarto. And thank you, Icy. If everyone could take a moment to follow Icy Music too, that would be wonderful. Oh yeah, what's your roast beast? What's your roast beast for Christmas? Life is life. C'est la vie. Christmas paella. Yum. We make a French Canadian stew called sipat, which some people love, some people hate. And some years we're like tired of eating it, so we make a much smaller portion. But then when it's been too long and people haven't come home for Christmas, it's like, oh, I would just love some sipat. But most people who then try it, they're like, it's French Canadian stew. But I will say, for my mom's siblings, like their partners, like my dad did not like it, and then over the years he was like, you know what, I actually think this is pretty dope. So now he's the one that asks for it, and my mom's like, I don't really know if I feel like making it. So there's still hope. But I feel like we still end up having some other form of protein, whether that be like ham or turkey or... In 2025. That's exciting. It's very exciting. That makes sense. To do the drinks. Just bring some wine or lots of, I don't know, that's more like fall to have apple cider, but eggnog. Party at Norris in 2025. Sleep well, Zanky. Thanks for hanging out. Just letting you know now, I'm showing up. We can have, whether it be a Friendsgiving or a pre-Christmas where North gets to cook all of the Christmas meals that he doesn't get to make with his family. Dan was very quick about smoked meat. Are you gonna get an egg? Or like a full-on smoker? We haven't really talked about this, but I know as a community that collectively we all wish for an extra $75,000 a month, at least. Do you guys ever just daydream on Zillow? Have you gotten to that point in life yet? Is that just me? That would be dope. Okay, let's envision this patio. So we got the smoker, and then you have the green egg. And I feel like you could have that almost like if it was an L shape. Do you know what I mean? Like an L-shaped bar. So then you actually have like a place to set your platter down, assemble, you know, the meats, the veggies, everything that you're going to grill / smoke. And then you got a little like bar area on the other half. A clay oven. Oh, not a pizza oven, a clay oven. Yes. Like, I guess any property site, Fletch, where that is the standard in your country, where it's, I don't know if you guys have like Redfin or something else. Like, how am I looking at ranch houses in Idaho with the laundry unfolded? I see. Yes. You get it. You get it. I mean, I'm not looking to buy. I'm simply window shopping. I will send Cruz houses sometimes and be like, wouldn't this be like a nice layout if we just now, because I'm like, I don't want that house, but I like where the rooms are. So I'm like, maybe for the next 5 years, we just look for a house where the inside is set up exactly like that. And, you know, that's not the case unless you have the same builder. But wouldn't this be nice if we had $5 million? Like, yeah, even sure, down payments, insane amount of money. And then when they're like estimated monthly rent, you're like, that makes me want to throw up. I want to vomit by looking at those numbers. Am I still looking at them? Yes. And then sometimes I'm like, oh, let's be a little frugal. Let's bring the dial down and see what's actually in my price range. Except the price range is non-existent. I don't know why I even have to reason that with myself. Like, oh, I'll only look at the 3 bedrooms. Bitch, you can't afford none. You can afford 0 of those. I'm still gonna look. I'm still gonna humor myself, you know? You don't have $20K a month. No. This might come as a shock, but I unfortunately don't. Yeah. I did ask, actually, Cruz and I played because I was explaining the $75K a month joke. And I was like, what are not like the unrealistic things that you would buy with that money, but just your regular day-to-day things that would enhance your life maybe by like 1%, but it would be worth it. Like, what are the things that you've put off buying that you would go for? And it was really interesting to be like, what would I prioritize? I would hate to have a pool. Hot tub, perhaps. But I don't swim. And there's too many drowning incidents, accidents. It terrifies me. It seems like a lot of upkeep. Cut out my smartphone. Bam, time and attention back again. Literally, it'd just be a house and not working for a living. Yeah. I mean, I guess probably my question, because all of our answers would really be the same, like what the way that I had phrased it or the way that we were approaching it would probably be like, oh, if you had an extra $1,000 a month that just like went towards something else, maybe 1 to 5, you know, like being able to go to therapy and paying to go to a therapist that you can sit down with physically in person once a week, once every other week. That sounds pretty nice. That's so wanky, you know? Or being like, oh, I want to have a private trainer, like those types of things. I'm not worried about myself drowning. I think I'm just more concerned about dogs and children, you know? If your eyes are off of them for a second, they get out so quickly. I just know too many people that it's like, maybe a boat. Oh, yeah, Biddy, wasn't it you or was it Duncan that wanted like a yacht? In-person therapy, not on my smartphone. Yeah, I used to work at Aquatots. It was a terrifying experience. I hope I don't get sued by them. Where if there was someone that could like, yeah, sure. I don't mind putting babies. I think regardless if I have a pool or not, if I have a child, they're going to go take swimming lessons. Bella can't swim. So my fear would just be as she got older, if she fell in, which did unfortunately happen to a family friend of ours. Their dog probably had a stroke or something and was close to the pool, fell in, and could not get back out. That also happened to my grandparents' dog when he got too old. So, yeah, Bella cannot swim. We've tried. Physically, it's just not. The shape of her body, it does not work. Her center of gravity, I don't know. She cannot do it. $150 a month in upkeep before any repairs is wild. Also, there's like HOAs. Sometimes you just have to pay like $300, $400 a month to like live in a neighborhood. I'm like, what? Isn't that what buying the house there was for? I know that there's nuances. I know, but let me just say it. Comfort Plus on every flight. Okay, yep, agreed. I would do that. Bunch of busybody Karens. I think, Ooh, I might get one of those, like the fancy Chase cards, credit cards, where you get access to the lounges in airports. I think that could be cool. Wow, all things considered, that's not a huge jump. It's kind of nice. I do dread going on other planes now because in Atlanta, it's all like Delta. The cheapest flights are Delta. And I like having my little screen. They have good snacks. Yeah, I know some people that have it and I'm like, this is fun. I'm not gonna lie, this is very fun. Oh, dream cars. Maybe in splash out on business class. Once in a while. Yup. I think if it was any longer than 8 hours, I would want to go up to Comfort Plus. I'm not, normally, like, as long as I have noise canceling. Why couldn't I think of that phrase? That's the second time I used soundproofing today. I'm typically fine, but Max, oh my gosh, thank you so much. And Vivictus, we can definitely get another song in. If I didn't already say that out loud, I think I might have. Never Again, you didn't enjoy it. Wasn't your thing. So you're completely done in the Middle East for now? Yeah, I feel like normally, especially if you're in the aisle seat, like getting up and coming down, right, are the hardest parts. And then once I'm up in the air, I can just like tune it out. But if I had a bigger phobia, I totally understand not wanting to. Thank you so much. Like a Movie. Who is that by? There is a place that you can paint a wall, internal. Tells you the color you can paint a wall, internal to your house, if it is at all visible from the outside of the house. Oh, like which ones are gonna get the least sun damaged, or? Oh my gosh, Carrion's song. I don't know why that's on my mind. Yeah, for about a year, Cruz was really nice and let me get the window seat, but that meant that most of the time he was sitting in the middle. And then we switched and he started getting the aisle seat and I sat in the middle. And I was like, this really doesn't make a huge difference for me, actually. So, but every once in a while, like if it's open, I like being at the window. I like getting in, sitting at the window before my flight buddies come, the strangers who sit next to me, you know? So then it's like, oh, I'm already in my spot. Don't worry. No one has to get up. Ah, Biddy, that makes sense. Oh, that's so weird, North. You can't paint a wall pink. Oh, we have hype training coming. Okay, I need to sing to see if we can keep this going. Would be interesting. My nephew is on the spectrum, and I think the flight to Florida there from Virginia, I think it was only 3 or 4 hours, like not even. And they said it was a time, but yeah, it all depends. Duncan, that's smart. I have social anxiety though. I'd rather just sit in the middle and then be like, oh, lucky me. If there's, no one sitting next to us, then we just like shift over, or we'll have the seat in between so that, then we can put all our stuff. But when I flew to Europe, it's been years now, so I don't remember what airline we were on, but it was me, my mom, and a friend. Because my mom was going over to visit one of her best friends who had lived there for like 15 years and she hadn't seen her since they moved, maybe like once when she came to the States. But then right before the flight, she was like, is there any way, do you know if there's any space where the three of us could sit together? Because we're all on different sides of the plane. And they were like, oh, actually, there's this whole row for you. And it was very at the like top of economy, where there's like no seats in front of you. It's just a wall. So we could like, we had all this leg space. Granted, we didn't have like any screens or anything, but I don't think that anyone did on that plane. I don't know. But it was very nice. And on the way back, we didn't have it. It wasn't as nice. Do. Will I be pretty? Will I be rich? Here's what she said to me. Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. Okay, like a movie. Did I have it on Drive? No, I think it was... Where was the document last time? Was it on Discord? I don't know. I don't think it was. Was it? Que sera, sera. Biddy, did you send it to me? Do. Yes, I found it. Biddy, help. It's okay, we got it. We got it. How do I hide that? I don't think I can. Oh, if life could happen like a story, we'd be staring through the window of a picture-perfect postcard scene of smiles. If life could happen like a movie, we'd fast forward through the hard times in a montage where we're making better plans. In a photograph, the perfect smile is frozen like my hands. Oh, while I'm holding on too tightly to a dream. In a movie, there's a perfect scene that's frozen like recurring dreams. I can't change where I've gone or who I've been. But when it's cold, somehow all the city lights make me feel like everything is going to be alright. And when I'm old, will there still be city lights to make me feel like everything that's happened was alright? It's alright. These are the good days, these are the days that we'll remember. These are the fine times when we were smiling in December. In a photograph, the perfect smile is frozen like my hands. Oh, while I'm holding on too tightly to a dream. In a movie, there's a perfect scene that's frozen like recurring dreams. But everywhere I've gone is who I've been. But when it's cold, somehow all the Christmas lights, they make me feel like everything is going to be alright. When I'm old, will there still be Christmas lights to make me feel like everything that's happened was alright? It's alright. In a photograph, the perfect smile is frozen like my hands. Oh, while I'm holding on too tightly to a dream. In a movie, maybe there's a perfect scene that's frozen like recurrent dreams, but everywhere I've gone is who I've been. But when it's cold, somehow all the city lights, they make me feel like everything is going to be alright. When I'm old, will there still be Christmas lights to make me feel like everything that's happened was alright? It's alright. If life could happen like a movie, we'd be staring through the window of a picture-perfect postcard scene of smiles. Thank you. I'm very glad, even though, like a movie, for a moment, I was like, what is that song? I know that song. We sang that song. Thank you for that hydrate. Stuart. Amen. A personal assistant would actually be fantastic. I would pay someone to edit all of my content. Also, I don't know if you noticed, it's kind of hard to see, but there are little tea lights in your gifts. There's two over there. I think one is kind of hidden by the bookshelf corner, but thank you so much. They look so cute. Shout out to the absolute gem of a human being who wrote that song. Yes, Carrion is so freaking talented and wonderful and amazing. And Vay Victus, thank you. Thank you so much. I would put money in an IRA account. I would have a retirement account. I think that's that's what I would do. A Roth IRA. Roth. Me and my buddy Roth. I just looked up Biddy and the Beast instead of Beauty and the Beast. Just want to let... Ooh, very nice. I used to have one when I worked at Starbucks. Actually, they have a great matching plan for their employees, which is awesome. Doop 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 doop. I didn't hit enter. I just noticed that I was writing Biddy and then I was like, that's not what I need to search up to get results. Or would you? Roth. The acronym means a very different thing where I'm from. Oh no. Oh no. Yes, more general. I will, not to confuse. I would put more money. I mean, I have some, but I put more money in a retirement account. We're not. Americans aren't very good at naming things. But you know what? The English language as a whole, sometimes, weird. I would go to Disney World. I would go to Disney World. Or Disneyland. Either one. I don't know which one's better. The last time I went to Disney World, I was 3 and I got lost. So I have to heal my inner child. That's what I should phrase it as. I'm gonna go heal my inner child. Tale as old as time, true as it can be. Barely even friends, then somebody bends unexpectedly. Just a little change, small to say the least, both a little scared, neither one prepared. Beauty and the Beast, ever just the same, ever a surprise, ever as before, ever just as sure as the sunrise. Tale as old as time, tune as old as song, bittersweet and strange, finding you can change, learning you were wrong, certain as the sun, rising in the east. Tale is old as time, song is old as rhyme, Beauty and the Beast. Tale is old as time, song is old as rhyme, Beauty and the Beast. Thank you. And been there dozens of times. Well, you also had technology and a fully formed conscience at the time. Consciousness, I guess, is more what I mean. Fully conscious. You're fully conscious. And you probably, hopefully, have a fully formed conscience as well. I had neither. Technically, my parents lost me. I will hold that till the day I die because I did not leave. I was in the same spot. I just was reading the bulletin board because I found out that I knew how to read recently, you know. It was very exciting for a 3.5-year-old. So I was reading a bulletin board outside of the haunted mansion. And then I turned around and my dad and his 5 siblings and all of their partners and all of their kids, they left without me. And I was very smart. I stayed there. I went to a lady selling like keychains at a kiosk and I was like, "Miss Ma'am, my family left me." And she was like, "Oh, stay right here." Eventually they did come back, but Thank you for listening, Heather. Thank you. So, yeah, it was a case of, where's Anna? Oh, she's with this person. Like, they split up, I guess. everyone went to different rides. And so then they were like, oh, Anna's with John. I was not with my dad. And they're like, Anna's with Brian. I was not with my uncle. Eventually they figured it out. And I talked the ear off of a very nice man who thankfully did not abduct me. But he did have to listen to me talk to him for like 30 minutes. I was like, well, you're here. We might as well chit chat. So I made a friend, and he was like, thank goodness someone came back for this child. My dad was like, oh, there you are. And I'm like, oh, here I am. Hello. Thanks for coming back for me. And this is when I say 6 kids is a lot, because my parents only had 5 at the time. Confirmed yapper. Yeah. It's very funny now being diagnosed when everyone was just like, she just really likes to talk. Okay. We might as well be best friends. Yap city. Yap city, bitch. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, anyways, I did get lost maybe a couple times. Then when I was 18, my parents, they got lost in New York City. I did not. But everyone's phones were dying. So then they went to the police. And they were like, hey, we're having deja vu from when we lost our child at Disneyland or Disney World, because we're in Times Square and we lost her. She's lost. And they were like, you do realize that you just said you lost a child in Times Square, like notoriously the hardest place to find and recover a lost child. And I was 17 or 18. And so then we're like, she's gonna die. I'm like, okay, I'm not 3. I can actually ask to use someone's cell phone. Temporarily misplaced. Yeah. Well, we were like, it was just the 3 of us, and we had to get back to our hotel, but we had to take the subway. So we were like, oh, we need to go to this subway. And I was wearing heels and my feet really hurt, so I was walking fast. So I was like, okay, we're going to this subway on this street, this intersection. And they're like, yep. And so we all started walking, and then they got distracted. They were looking at the equivalent of a bulletin board. They found some window that they stopped and they looked in, and then when they looked back, they're like, she's not here. It was also Fleet Week, so there were a bunch of guys in uniform, guys and girls. And so they were like, she's being abducted by a sailor. And I'm like, and I didn't have any tattoos at that point. And that was when my mom changed her mind about tattoos, because she was like, how are we going to identify her body? She has no tattoos. So that's actually where this tattoo came from. She was like, we should have at least let you got like a 4 or something. So a few years later, I got it. Windows, boards, all of that. Really, all of us should be medicated, but can't convince them all. And Vivictus, absolutely, I can do that for you if you have chords, and I can learn it for tomorrow. Yes. I'm baby number 4. She was like, we should have at least let you get like baby number 4 or something. I was like, okay. I had a close call in London when I was a kid. Almost followed the wrong person off the underground. I thought it was my dad. They were wearing the same coat. Got dragged back onto the train just before the doors closed. Oh, thank goodness. The streets are numbered. Yeah, it really confused me, because I was like, hi, I'm just at the place where we said we were going. So I'm not sure why you didn't just walk to the end of the block to find me. But instead they walked a block in the other direction to get to the police station. And I had to walk up to I saw like a middle school trip. And I figured that would be the safest because I could talk to an adult that was somewhat responsible. So I was just like, hi, I really don't want to touch your phone, but if I could give you a number, could you text it? And then the adult came and they were like, are you trying to steal her phone? I'm like, no, I'm trying to reach my parents. And they're like, oh, cool. Yeah, eventually all of my siblings, they all say that they want to get one, but none of them have done it yet. And I'm like, okay, all right, maybe one day all of us will get them done. But yeah, and I was like being very clear. I was like, I really don't want to touch the phone at all. If you could just type in the numbers for me. They were like, no, if we watch, then you can use her phone. I was like, okay. Thank you so much, Chasing the Dragon. You got it. Posted the courts Discord. Perfect. Have the others been lost yet? Okay, Hadner, this is a great point. No, because they're not the second middle child. And you would think for the child that talks, or at least in childhood, talked the most, they would notice, but I think they just enjoyed having a little bit of relief. There was one time I got lost, or not lost. I was just left. I was left behind at church. And so then they're all in the car. I'm like looking around. It was probably like a donut Sunday, you know? So I'm just like eating my donut, having some sort of breakfast. And then I realized my family's not there. So luckily we just knew a bunch of people. So I went home with a family friend. I was like, I think my family left. And the mom was like, I think they left too. We'll just take you to our house until they realize that you're not with them. And my mom was like, yeah, it was a really nice, calm drive back. And then we just kind of realized it's too quiet. And then we noticed the child was missing. And once we got home, then the mom called. She was like, I'll just wait. I'll call him a couple times. So then I just got a free play date out of it. It was pretty nice. Yes, actually. I really enjoyed it. I was like, I feel so seen. This is great. You won't until it happens, but I hope it never happens to you. I actually don't fault them at all because my sister has 3 kids. I've nannied a lot of children and I can totally understand. Yet. Eye emojis. Yeah. 3, 4. I feel like 4 is even tough. But once you have too many kids that parents can't hold all of their hands, I think it gets difficult, you know? That's what I think. My grandma was very funny though. My dad's one of 5. She at one point told me, because she had them all, like 5 kids in 6 years, 5 kids in maybe 5 years. They're pretty close together. I think it's 5 kids in 6 years. She was like, it was kind of nice. They were like puppies. They could all like play with each other. So then they were like, they kept themselves busy while I did work. And I was like, that's fair. Makes sense. So each of my parents had enough hands for both of us. Yeah. I think, well, this song is very fun. Jim Gaffigan had a funny joke where he had like 3 or 4 kids at the time. I think he's 5 now. He's like, someone asked me what it's like to have this many kids. And I just tell them, imagine that you're drowning. You're stranded in the ocean and you're just, waiting. And you're like trying not to drown. And then somebody hands you a baby. And I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. At a ski resort. Hopefully not on the slopes. I don't know. I have this I think in my grandparents' situation, I think my grandma really did. She was like, I want to get this done as quickly as possible so that I'm not like pregnant for a decade if they're planning on having that many kids. I think back then there was just not a lot of boundaries established, though, in general. Yes, we definitely, everyone had a time, a parenting time. Not a parenting time, a babysitting time. But I lived in a town where we were kind of an average sized family. There's like a lot of people I went to school with that were one of 7, 8, 9, 10 plus. And they did that a lot more. Like, of course, we had older kids that would watch us if our parents were leaving and, like going out. But they had like actual sub-parenting duties, which I have a hard time with sometimes. Good old Steubenville. Grandmas are troopers. I know. Ugh. I can't even imagine. I don't want to. 5 years. My mom changed diapers for at least 15 years. Isn't that crazy? Like, that's insane. I can't imagine. I can't do diapers for 15 years. That's a long time to do diapers. Maybe there was like a break in between, But even stopping and starting. It's about 13 too many years of diapers. Yeah. A TV salesman? Well, there's still one TV per household, Maybe now, who knows, but really the population has not gone up significantly since I lived there or grew up there, because a lot of people move away because there's not much there, Anyways, it's 5:35. We can talk about child rearing anytime. I studied a lot of child development in college. I find it very fun. I enjoy this conversation. But I did promise a movie. Sounds good, Biddy. Sweet. We have to decide who to rate, though. Got backlash? Oh my gosh. Night, Elton. Invictus, thank you again so much for those bits. I will have that song ready for you tomorrow. Thank you for listening, everybody. This has been awesome. No worries, Fletch. Hope you get some good rest. Night, Yoshi. Let's see. Who is live currently? Oh, yeah. We heard lots of those jokes. Like, most families did. But it was just kind of like, oh, Steubenville, there's not much to do except knock up your wife again. Some people just love kids, man. Let them love kids. Tomorrow? Oh, good luck. Crossing my fingers for you. Thank you, Self. I know, Maddie, we're glad that you're back. Yeah, I feel like if it wasn't a priest that said it, maybe they wouldn't feel as bad about it. But it's like, wow, the priest is judging us. No. Okay. Pack quick. 5 minutes. Set the timer. You got it. All right. Let's raid. Let's see. We're gonna go to Emmy Law. Isn't having kids like a sacrament? Yeah, priests technically should be like, thank you for doing the Lord's work, literally. We're gonna watch While You Were Sleeping because it's my favorite and I haven't watched it yet this season. Like a sacrament? That's so good. Yeah, technically, when you take your vows in the Catholic Church, the like 3 stipulations, one of them is just, are you open to having basically kids forever and ever? And you have to say yes. So what? North? Oh my gosh, it's wonderful. It's Sandra Bullock in her prime. It's great. And then Bill Pullman, is that his name? You're allowed to nap, but you have to wake up like for the good parts, which is all of it. Yeah, Bill Pullman. It's a Christmas 90s rom-com that I found in, I can tell you guys the story during the credits. So my grandma, growing up in their house, they had a bookshelves full of VCRs, DVDs, VCRs, and I randomly picked it one day and watched it by myself, and I was like, wow, this is the best movie ever. And I was probably like, I don't know, 9. I have no clue, but I loved it so much. And then it just became like my Christmas staple, one of my faves. VHS, VCR, why did I say it? But you knew what I meant. Do. Oh wait, no, it was a VCR player, right? Oh, both. Yeah, it was both. So anyways, it's a great one. I'm not typically a rom-com person, but this one, I just love Sandra Bullock. So, but we're gonna raid Emmy. Thank you guys, and I will see you soon.